What's up, YouTube? It's Chris here,
This is Reese.
This is Raphael.
and we're here to review Bleach Chapter 509, Tenchi Kaijin. Yes, Kaijin. Anyway, yep. So who wants to do the run through of the chapter?
Raph.
Yeah, I'll do it. Quick
Okay.
one. Okay, 509. Basically, starts off with him releasing. Okay, this is gonna be hard to say. Kakaju man Okishi Dai Shojin. Basically, the
Oh,
South
God, bro.
thing.
Basically, South.
Yeah, let's just basically say South. He basically says the people he killed, he can revive and use them to attack anyone until they die. Um, Juha Bach attacks him, screaming, "Yep, these can't affect me." But he's held back, and Yamato basically says, "Don't these seem familiar to you?" And he shows that these were literally the corpses of the Avenger which he just killed. And he goes into what do you call
No,
it, saying that,
there ain't the ones that she just killed, man. It's like all of them they've killed throughout the time, throughout.
Literally, everyone is
Yeah,
killed in his lifetime,
that's
but
like,
he's just
I think those
he's
are the
just
ones from a
focused.
thousand years ago, man.
yeah. But I thought the ones that he was holding him was like literally the ones he just killed. Like,
Yeah, no. Basically,
Nah,
the ones that he's holding him are the ones that you killed 1,000 years ago. But
oh,
he's
okay,
yeah.
bringing them up to kind of emotionally
yeah,
disturb him.
all
Uh,
right, that makes sense.
anyway,
That
man.
makes more sense. Yeah. He basically tells him that, oh, don't you regret stealing my bunker? And then basically says, no, you weren't. You were unable to steal it because I've never revealed my full power back then. He also says that the reason why they fear Ichigo's bunker is because it's still incomplete, or not incomplete, but it could develop more. Um, what else does he say? He says he must. Yamato basically golds him, saying you must hate him for having to fight your own dead men. But he's saying that is nothing to compare to the pain and hate experienced by the Shinigami. Then he releases these North part, Zankai no Tachi, hit North, which is basically heaven and earth are bound to ashes. And then after that, Juha Back's midsection is completely gone, just vaporized. And Yamato powers down, and Juha back begs for forgiveness for not showing his real power or not having enough power to destroy Yamato. And then he says Juha back Summer, which we could assume is the real Juha back. Yeah.
So yeah, man. I think you guys pretty much called it like ages ago, man. It's
What we
like
were saying.
this guy is not the final boss. He's not the
Can't
real
be.
Dewbatch. He can't be. The fact that he got it basically owned, he definitely can't be.
But it does raise the question, who is he? Because Yamato seems to recognize him and refers to him as Juha Butch.
Yeah.
So is it that this guy's impersonating the real Juha Butch
Yeah,
and Yamato is simply mistaking him for the real one?
brother.
Because
It's
that
like
that
I'm
that has
scared.
to be the case.
Yeah, it has to be like the whole Obito Madara thing, innit?
More
Yeah, because
likely.
Madara wouldn't really get pissed off at a guy here who isn't really the main boss.
Exactly.
So it must be impersonating the real Juha.
He has to be. Because the fact is, man, it's like the main boss cannot go down this early, man, without,
No
the main
way,
protagonist beating him.
no
That is the
way.
rules of all, basically just everything, man. The protagonist has to beat the final boss.
Yep.
Unless he's gonna pull a Hiyori and come back, not or what's her name again?
Inamori.
Hinamori, yeah, and just get back up. But
Mate,
Nah, man, I doubt it.
that only
he,
applies to
I, I,
Shinigami.
I honestly think he's dead. He has to be dead because obviously they're humans. Aren't Quincy's are humans.
Yeah,
I'm still debating how he's lived for 1,000 years,
Mm.
but it might have been sealed away or something like that because
it has to be something silly
um
like that, man. Because
yeah,
remember, they were
me
saying for ages, yeah, the Quincy's don't exist anymore. They're gone. They're all
exactly.
dead.
Mm.
So,
And
for this guy to kind of like be, still around, yeah, still active, it's like they would have known. There's no way
also
they would not have known.
Also, you need to remember that Miori did say to Yamato that you failed to kill him 1,000 years ago. So that means you didn't kill him; you did something else to him, which could have been either sealed away. You could have let him go, and the guy went into deep hibernation, slowly building a new Quincy army within that time period. That could have been it. But I honestly think that's kind of confused me, like how he's lived for that long. But yeah,
Hell,
that's my
man.
only
If it
confused.
go, hell, man, you know what happened now? No, it's a major death. So perhaps the main guy next week will turn up, and then we get a quick flashback of who the hell he actually is.
You
Mm.
know what? I don't think he's gonna turn up on the battlefield. I think you might just see a glimpse of him sitting in the chair, acting all cool, like, "Oh, you failed me, whatever you are."
Yeah,
And
typical.
then maybe the white haired guy has to get his hands dirty now because I still think he's really strong. We just haven't seen it yet.
I don't think he's that. I think he's strong, yeah, but not as
I
strong as
I
think
don't,
friggin'
no,
I
no,
don't think he's
Yamato, bro.
Yamato levels.
He's
no,
not
no.
Yamato level.
I think he's Ilukiora strong. Like he's not Aizen strong. He's like Ilukiora was second to Aizen, I think, and it might have been that kind of power balance between the two. But obviously, they might. It's probably going to be a retreat. It has to be a retreat because Yamato will kill every single one of them if they stay there.
Unless the whitehead guy is due a batch.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Speculation
I
time,
was
man.
like, you know
Uh,
what, man? It's like
That
I know
could
it
be.
sounds weird, but that's like that's what everything does, man. They always troll you like that.
Mm,
The main villain guy is always pretending to be the weak subordinate guy next to him, but he's always the right hand man. He's always next to the main leader.
yeah.
Always.
mm.
It's weird.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah, man. Just wait. Basically, just got to sit back and wait for who
So
the hell he
what?
is.
So what do you think is then? Because Yamato obviously didn't recognize him. So a body switch, changed his body. He got younger.
No, that's the real him. All that's been him all along. It's just that he
I
let
mean, for all these centuries, then
yeah, he just let the other guy kind of like take his position, kind of like as a security measure,
a
just in
scapegoat.
case. Yeah,
That'd be funny if that's the case. Actually,
because
that's
come on,
dark.
man, this guy does look strong. You know what I mean? He's like, he's like basically the right hand man. So it's like if the right hand man to is like the right hand man to a fake. What's that all about?
He's an idiot,
Exactly. Why would he be the right hand man to a fake?
or he honestly knows the truth, but he's acting stupid. So yeah, you do have a point there.
I understand,
Yeah,
man. It's just
to be honest, I'm not surprised right now. Yeah, I'm not the way Kuba's writing. Yeah, like I'm actually happy because I can't really come up with a solid theory, which is actually making me quite happy. I can't predict what's gonna happen next, which is good writing because you need to get surprised every time.
Yeah.
Because I did not see this coming in this chapter. I just thought Yamato was gonna rape him, or we're gonna get a padded chapter here where it's kind of just like more talking, a bit of cutting the skeletons for a bit, and chapter ends. But it's just caught me
nope.
by
Yeah.
surprise.
Just finished him off and like it's nah, it's done. It's over.
This is war, innit? That's how it should be. How it should be wrote, innit? So
And
Like,
honestly, this guy wasn't that impressive anyway. We only seen him use we haven't even seen him use the technique. He only like pulled out his sword, got broke. He fired an arrow, it failed. Then
oh,
he
he
got
beat
slashed.
Kenpachi. He beat Kenpachi.
yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
well,
He beat him in one that very quickly. Didn't
quickly.
even
Yeah.
show it.
Exactly. He's able to fuck up Kenpachi, so he has to be kind
So
of strong, yeah.
kind
But
quite strong.
No,
Yeah.
just
no,
not bad.
I'm not doubting his strength full stop. But it doesn't mean like if this was the final boss like that, it's unimpressive because
Yeah.
he always uses basic Quincy techniques. Oh, actually, no, he did use that barrier thing.
The
That
Yep.
was
crown thing, innit?
yeah,
Crown.
that was kind of cool. But
Yeah.
that's literally all that happened, isn't it? Or is there anything else you guys want to add?
Oh, that is really it, man. But it's just good. I'm happy they kind of like explained a bit more about the reason how they steal bankers and why
It
they
makes
actually need
sense
to
why
know.
they couldn't
Yeah.
take it. I honestly thought they couldn't take Ichigo's bunker because of his Harietsu, but then you know what I mean.
Something about his abilities, but now it actually makes sense because they haven't seen the full extent to his bankai.
Yeah.
Whereas if you think about it, everyone else they have stolen from, it does make sense, except for what's his name, Hitsugaya.
What do you mean? He uses bunker all the
No, I
time.
know that, yeah, but they know the full extent of that one. But at the same time, remember what they keep saying about him is that he's young, he's a genius, his bankai is
It's
still
constantly
immature.
evolving. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they did say recently that it had evolved. So that
That it,
how would they have known what it evolved into for them to
it,
steal it?
that
That's
is
what I
the
think it.
one thing which kind of like, from the explanations, like, really? Hmm.
no,
But
it's bunk. It's no. You can actually, if you go back and read a couple of chapters, yeah, you have seen his bunker actually
Yeah,
evolve throughout the story. Before, yeah, when he used bunker, he had three ice stars above his bunker, which
yeah,
signifies the time limit he has. Now, like the Aizen battle, he never had those stars. So that
didn't
suggests
he?
that no, he
Oh,
didn't
they're
have
still
them.
there.
They weren't there.
Huh.
I thought they were still there. Shame.
Wow,
Shame.
okay, I overlooked that one.
Have a look again. Like they weren't there. So unless Cuba forgot to draw them,
If
Hmm.
he did, then that is just funny.
so you know what I mean. That's maybe his bunker has reached his peak, but obviously he's still a little kid, man. He's got like what, 500 more years, maybe.
Until he looks like an adult.
Maybe yeah, because I thought the time skip man would have done something a little different, but he's still
Yeah.
still a
It
kid.
still looks the
So
same.
To be
yeah,
honest though, like just to sum this quickly, I still don't think it's just because oh yeah they haven't seen his bankai like enough to know. I think it's probably something else that as well as that like he has some sort of different bloods or something. I think it's kind of like I don't know. The theory just seems a bit too simple just to say they haven't
you
seen it so
see
they
it.
can't steal it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I understand.
I mean, that kind of worked with that whole Aizen thing because obviously Ichigo didn't see his thing and he touched it, so that
Mm,
means he was immune to it. So was Gin, innit? But
yeah.
I ain't gonna go back there. So yeah, you get me. Yeah, I'm
dark
hoping it is a bit more developed the theory why they can't steal it. Uh,
dark times.
yeah,
So, man, ratings
I'm gonna give it 8.
sounds reasonable, man. Eight is a reasonable. Eight's reasonable,
8.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a good chapter, but it didn't
It,
really blow me away.
yeah,
it's like, you know, it's kind of like you kind of knew it, man. You knew this guy wasn't going to be the final. You knew this guy wasn't the real Geobat, or it wasn't the
I
final
done got
boss.
the moment I see this guy sweating here against Yamato, like I'm like, this guy can't, yeah, this guy ain't the shit. Like,
Exactly.
pretty much
like
pulled it from then.
Aizen didn't even sweat. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like Aizen was, he got burnt here, but he wasn't like threatening. He's like, okay, it's Yamato. I know he's strong, but I'm kind of cool. I'm Aizen.
He
This
did
guy
have a
was,
he had a plan as well though. So
yeah, this guy was once he saw them skeletons there, this guy was pissing his pants. So I'm like, this guy ain't real.
Ref rating.
yeah, I agree.
Eight,
I'll give
yeah.
it an 8 as well.
So there you go, man. Bleach chapter. Wait, what chapter is it?
500, 509.
Thank you.
509.
Hey, man, there's a lot of chapters, man. Bleach 509 gets an 8 out of 10.
And that doesn't mean it's a bad chapter. It's a good. We can't be giving nines every time, man. We have to be like proper reviewers.
Well, really, we've been giving it tens more.
Yeah, like
Exactly,
we've been hyped, but good. It was really good.
Yeah,
exactly, man.
definitely.
And Kuba's artwork just seems to be getting better and better.
That's true, actually, man.
It's
Now,
true.
because,
Side note, he keeps
yeah,
getting really, really, really good. So
makes me
yeah.
happy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. I think that's it. So obviously, rate, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think of the chapter. Your predictions. We don't. Well, we gave a little bit of our predictions, but let's hear your one. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you next week.
See you next week.
Later.